The image of the U.S. so far since the Obama administration, do you think the image of the U.S. has changed in a more positive way around the world?
I think it has. At least I hope it has. It certainly feels that way when I travel. There is a great sigh of relief in some places that people believe that we will show mutual respect or expect mutual respect, that we will listen, and that we will try to find common ground. Now, we're not going to agree with everybody. That is obvious. We have our own perspectives and experience and goals. But we want to work in a constructive way. I'll give you an example from our hemisphere. There was recently an action in Honduras where part of the government removed the president who had been lawfully elected. And in the past, a lot of people just expected the United States to side with the establishment, and we didn't. We said, no, this is unacceptable. We are working very hard to try to resolve this. And it was a surprise to many people in the region. We've opened up talks with Cuba again, which had been on hold for a long time. So around the world, we are trying to do what we think is actually smart power, which means you have to work with people and you have to be conscious of what their expectations and goals are. I just came from India. India and the United States have some disagreements over the best way to deal with climate change. But in listening to the Indian officials, there are many areas of agreement. So why would we just focus on the disagreement? Let's see how many areas of agreement we can sign off on and then try to tackle the disagreement. So I think that many people around the world feel as though we are following through on what the President and I said, and that is that we're going to have a different kind of diplomatic presence.
This may not be a foreign policy question, but I think foreign policy cannot operate without a good economy. What is the latest report on the U.S. economy? Has it hit rock bottom?
Well, actually, the reports are that we are stabilizing, that we're not out of this yet at all, and that we still have very high unemployment, particularly in some parts of our country. But our Federal Reserve Chairman, Chairman Bernanke, testified yesterday before the Congress and said that we think that we should be able to maintain the plateau we're on. We're obviously, like much of the world, at negative growth, but we might, by the end of this year and early next year, see a slight positive growth and then jobs returning. But we're not out of the woods yet. I guess that's the best way of saying it.
Right.